Those images from the Ukraine war astonishing. On Europe's longest bridge, a sudden flash of light, then flames. New details coming in overnight on how it happened and Russia's response.
Just look at these satellite images before the suspected truck bomb exploded and after. The bridge in tatters, but not destroyed.
And the attack drawing an immediate response from Russian leader Vladimir Putin, launching deadly missile strikes, a new general put in charge of forces in Ukraine, and a terrorism investigation now open. Let's get right to ABC's Britt Clennett in Ukraine with the very latest. Britt, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Yeah, another attack on innocent lives here in Ukraine. At least 17 dead and dozens more injured after Russian rockets hit Zaporizhia. Now, President Zelensky calling it absolute evil.
Overnight, another indiscriminate attack on civilians. A dozen Russian rockets hitting residential buildings, partly destroying this high-rise and levelling others. The strikes coming a day after a huge explosion damaged Russia's only bridge to Crimea. This video circulating online showing the moment the blast hit, engulfing the roadway in flames. Russia saying a truck bomb exploded, igniting 7 railway cars carrying fuel, causing part of the bridge to collapse and killing 3 people. This video tweeted by Russia's foreign ministry claiming to show traffic now flowing again over the Kerch Bridge. Part of the span falling into the sea, the charred wreckage of the train cars on the railway above. And just hours after the explosion, a major shake-up from the Kremlin. The Defence Ministry announcing the head of its air force will now command all Russian troops in Ukraine amid reports of dissension and infighting at the Kremlin. As Russia's losses mount, Moscow intensifying attacks on civilian areas. In Kharkiv, Ukrainian officials saying parts of an intercepted Russian missile crashed into this residential building. Other pieces landed in the street. The wreckage loaded into a truck by demining specialists. Teams like this working hard in the newly liberated areas to clear explosives. The Halo Trust training up more and more people to help with the clear-up effort.
The way they've laid booby traps deliberately to cause harm, to kill, to maim, it struck me as utterly barbaric.
As Ukraine takes back more land in the south and east, many of those areas have not only been destroyed, but deadly landmines have been left behind. And that's where these guys come in. They're training at the moment to clear landmines in those areas, something which could take months or even years. For many of the trainees here, this work is deeply personal. Yusenko recently escaped his occupied village in Kherson. I still have relatives there, he says. It's important I can help clean up those areas back home and make them safe. Really vital work here in Ukraine. And as I said, it could take years, though, to clear the mines scattered all around those occupied areas. So there's a rush to do as much as they can before the cold winter months hit. Eva.
Britt Clennett for us there in Ukraine. Let's bring in ABC's chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz. Thanks so much for being with us this morning, Martha. Let's start with talking about that bridge. Clearly a strategic move. What does this mean for both sides in this war?
Well, Eva, great to be with you, too. And I have to say, this is so humiliating for Vladimir Putin. Things are not going well for Russian troops in Ukraine. And now that blast on a bridge, a vital bridge. Even if they have traffic still going back and forth, it is limited. And that is the lane they put all their equipment on into Crimea. Of course, he annexed Crimea in 2014. So this is a real blow to Vladimir Putin. But what happens now is exactly what Britt was saying. He's going to lash out. He's going to go after civilian targets because things are going so poorly for him there.
Let's talk about North Korea as well, firing a ballistic missile towards South Korean waters this weekend. It's the latest in a series of launches by the North. It's just been tests and drills so far, but should we be worried that this growing tension could become something more?
Well, I think we're always worried about it, and we're worried about North Korea as a nuclear power, having nuclear weapons and trying to get missiles that can bring them all the way to the United States, and most analysts think that could probably happen. I don't think the threat is there right now. I think this is mainly for leverage, but this has gone on for decades and decades through numerous presidents, and he keeps doing this, and he keeps getting better at it, Eva.
Yeah, we keep watching him doing it. Martha Raddatz for us. Thank you so much, Martha. And tune into This Week later this morning. Martha will go one-on-one with White House National Security Council spokesman John Kirby about those rising nuclear threats from Russia and North Korea and OPEC's move to raise oil prices. Plus, Martha has an exclusive interview with former Joint Chiefs Chair Admiral Mike Mullen on how the military should respond.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.